Alright, Shalom. This is the brother Chayan Apash from the GMS Montreal camp coming out again. Another week here to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. Alright, to speak about the upliftment of God's chosen people and the coming of the kingdom of heaven. Alright, which is only for the Israelites. Okay? The kingdom of heaven is only for the nation of Israel. The Most High did not set up the second covenant for any other nation other than the nation of Israel, which will take place in the kingdom. And I'm going to start it off with that. Let's get Hebrews. Let's get Hebrews, the 8th chapter. Okay, this is Hebrews 8, verse 6. It says, "But now hath he obtained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant, which was established upon better promises." Speaking of Yahushua, Yahushua was the mediator of the second covenant. Okay? It says, For if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second. For finding fault with them, because we're the ones that broke the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Okay? The Israelites were the ones that broke the statutes and commandments after we left out of Egypt. Right? The Most High gave us a decree, and it's written in Deuteronomy, right? The different things that the Most High decreed to us, and we broke that, so the Most High put curses upon us. You see, it's because he found fault with us. Now we broke the covenant, not him. All right. And it says, for finding fault with them, he saith, "Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah." And that shows you how merciful Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is. First of all, we broke the covenant, and he made a new covenant so that we would never be able to break it, man. So he gave us the opportunity. He gave us the chance. Okay? And how much of you men out there, your woman going to step out on you, you're going to allow her back. All right? None of us are going to do that. You understand? So Yahweh Hashem Yahushua's mercies are wonderful. Okay? When it says, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws in their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a power, and they shall be to me a people. So who did he say the laws in the new covenant would be for? He said that it would be for the house of Israel and the house of Judah. It says it right there in Hebrews 8, man. So where do you get all these other nations from? Where does Esau come in? Where does Moab come in? They don't come in, okay? Because the Most High is the one who, the Most High made the covenant with Israel, so he renewed the covenant with Israel. He's not concerned with bringing all these other nations in, okay? And it says, For this is the covenant, verse 10 again, for this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their minds and write them in their hearts. And I will be to them a power, and they shall be to me a people. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest. For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness, and their sins and their iniquities will I remember no more. All right, so the Most High is going to wipe away our sins and our iniquities, and from that point forward, we're never going to sin again. Okay, and what our job is going to be to teach these other nations how to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay, you see how you have Moab eating whatever comes, that whatever walks and whatnot. We have to teach them the right way, teach them the dietary laws according to the scripture. That's why there's a dietary law, okay? Because the Most High set up certain things to be eaten and certain things to be to just be left alone to cleanse the earth and whatnot. Okay, even down to the predatory animals. That there's a reason why they're set up, man. They're set up to keep those animals of prey, the ones that feed upon grass, at a certain level, at a certain balance. Because once you let them, get too populated, then guess what? The vegetation starts to die off, man. And then everything starts to die off, including them. So that's all the balance, man. The Most High set up in a balance. But these heathens don't understand that. Esau doesn't understand that. All right? So we have to teach them. We have to show them. Okay? Because once we get into power, the earth is going to get back into a proper state. It's going to get back to its perfect state. Okay? Let's get Proverbs, the 29th chapter. This is Proverbs 29, verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Okay, so when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. So that means when we're in power, when the righteous are in power, which is the Israelites, we're gonna the earth is gonna be rejoicing. It's gonna be in a happy state, a joyful state. Right now, it's in a state of mourning, a state of depression, man. That's why suicide is at an all-time high. That's why poverty, third world countries are everywhere. Okay, because why? The earth is in the hands of the wicked. Right? Does it not say that the earth is in the hands of the wicked, according to Job 9:24? And how do we prove that? Once we look at the state of the earth, look at the fact that the earth itself is mourning, that the people of the earth are mourning. Okay, that even the people who are in rulership, their people are mourning, man. The rich of them are mourning. So that shows you, man. That shows you that Esau Edom is not the way, man. Esau Edom is not the way. The way is Yahweh Shem Yahushua usurping his power through Israel, man. Okay. So that we can teach the heathen how to live in harmony with the earth, man. Because right now, under this present rulership, as you can clearly see, based upon the pollution, based upon the way things are running, that the earth is at the worst state that it's ever been in history. But if you ask Esau will tell you he's progressive. This is progressive. We stopped the Native Americans because they weren't progressing. But destroying the ozone layer is not progression, man. That's destruction. That's de-evolution. All right? That's going backwards, man. The Gadites had enough sense to say, listen, we're not going to destroy the earth that we have to live in. We're not going to pollute the water that we have to drink or the air that we have to breathe ourselves, man. Okay? That's common sense. But now Esau doesn't think like that. Esau thinks that he is the Most High. Okay? So he does everything contrary. Let's get Revelations 11 and 18. Revelations 11 verse 18, it says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time that in the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth, man. Okay, and the one that's destroying the earth is the Edomites, because they're in rulership. So that's based upon them. All right, all these different industries and policies that allow the earth to be polluted was run by them. But at the same time, they're trying to be the saviors of the earth. At the same time, they're destroying the earth, but they're trying to save the earth simultaneously. Okay. But the Most High is going to put an end to it all, man. The Most High is going to cleanse the earth. All right, man. He's going to cleanse the earth by fire. That's why this World War III is going to be by fire, because at first it was by water. Water is a cleansing agent, man. But the best cleansing agent is fire. So now the Most High is going to use fire to clean the earth. Okay? Because clearly the earth is polluted. Clearly that Esau has polluted the earth on an extremely high level. That on a level that the only thing that could cleanse it is fire. All right? Because Esau's polluted the earth on such a high level, man. This is Micah 2 verse 8. It says, even of late, my people, Salakia, Micah 2 verse 10. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. Esau's kingdom is polluted, man. Everywhere you look, there's some type of filthiness going on, man. Okay? Esau's kingdom is completely polluted, man. The minds are polluted, the air is polluted, the food is polluted, every facet of Esau's kingdom is polluted. So like I said, the only cleaning agent that's strong enough to deal with this problem is fire. And that's why in World War III, which is getting ready to happen, man, and we believe that Trump is going to be that guy. We've been saying that, man, for years, that Trump is going to be the guy that we believe. We could be wrong, okay, but we know it's coming. It's coming real soon. We know that. All right, but he just seems like that type of the devil that's a perfect representation of Babylon the Great. He seems like that perfect representation. Okay, so we're with him. We're with him being in office. Excuse me. All right, because he's gonna bring the prophecies. He's gonna bring the prophecies to pass that much faster. He's gonna bring the destruction of America that much faster. Okay. The scriptures speak about the beast hating the whore, and we could clearly see that started when he was in office. So that's beautiful, okay? That's a beautiful thing. That's closer to what? That's closer to our salvation, man. Isaiah 9. It's Isaiah 9 and 5. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So this coming World War III is going to be a different war, a war that's diverse, because guess what? It's going to be with fire. What's that fire? That nuclear fire. Let me read that again. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. Where they used to, they used to scream, and their garment used to be filled with blood, okay, either from the sword or the gun or whatever. All right. It says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. That's speaking about those nuclear missiles, those ICBM missiles, okay, because that's spoken about in the Bible as well, man. All right. That's what's going to bring that fire, that fuel of fire. And it's going to cleanse the earth, man. Because under Esau, Edom's rulership, the earth has been polluted, man. Okay? All these different wicked laws and things that Esau promotes and advertises, all that's going to come back to bite him, because the Most High is gonna actually set him up to be destroyed through those nuclear missiles that he created. Okay? And that's that poetic justice, because at the end of the day, Esau is gonna be destroyed by his own blessing. He's gonna destroy himself by his own blessing. That's that poetic justice, man. Okay? This is Psalm 7. This is Psalm 7 and 11. It says, the Most High judgeth the righteous, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready. Okay? And what bow is that speaking about? That's speaking about the nuclear missile. Okay? He has bent his bow and made it ready. They're ready in the silos right now. They're ready to be shot off. The only thing we're missing is the microchip, man. Once the microchip is implemented, and guess what? Then it's time for World War III to be on full blast. Okay? We're at the beginning stages of that, but it's not full blast yet. Okay? Where they're gonna have to start drafting people. And it says, he hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordained his arrows against the persecutors. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity, and hath conceived mischief, and brought forth falsehood. Speaking of who? Esau, Edom. He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. Salakia. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. Because guess what? The creation of that nuclear missile was by his own violent dealing. Was because his own wicked, evil, violent mind decided to create a weapon that could destroy continents and the earth itself. Okay? Okay? He created something that could actually destroy different continents and countries and things like that, because he has a violent mind. But based upon that, he's going to destroy himself. Based upon his violence, his own wickedness, he's going to destroy himself, because the two main people that's going to war is Babylon and Salakia. Talking about America and Russia, okay, which is known as Babylon and Magog. Okay, they're gonna go to war with each other. All right, which is two Edomite nations. Those are two Edomite nations. All right. So when I say that he's gonna destroy himself by the sword, that's because what? They're gonna shoot missiles on each other, and it's not just gonna be them. There's gonna be China that's gonna be involved. These different European nations, different African nations, Ethiopia, etc., etc. Okay, scriptures speak about Ethiopia as well. Okay, Iran and all that. So this is going to be a world war. So all these different places on the earth are going to be hit based upon that. And that goes back to the blessing of Esau, which is what? The sword, okay? Let's get our Revelations, the 6th chapter. That's going to speak about Esau's blessing further. Because when you hear about the red horse, what comes to mind? You have to be thinking of Esau, because Esau's representation is red, right? Because he came out red, all right? So he's that red horse, okay? It says, hold up. Revelation 6 and verse 4, it says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. Okay, so what was given unto Esau? The blessing of the sword. That's what was given unto him. Okay, that they should kill one another. Now, guess what? That's gonna come. That's already come at such a high level, the highest level ever. Because Esau's in power. Esau will act like, oh, there's always been war and this and that. It's to show you how much of a devil Esau is, man. In World War I and II, there was like, I believe in tens of millions of people that died or something like that. Okay, based upon that war. When you go back to the time of the Babylonians, the Persians, go to any of those other kingdoms. What time in history was tens of millions of people dying at one time, based upon war? Nah, man, this is a person who can't stop. This is a person who loves violence, man. Okay. And guess what? A lot of those wars, the reason why Esau was keeping that going is because Esau was making money off of that, man. One of the sayings of the elites is that it's best to buy when blood is in the street. That's one of the sayings of these elites, these bankers, okay, these devils, okay? So that shows you the mind state of Esau. Esau is all about violence. He's all about death, okay? You know, but that's good, because he's going to go out based upon his own violence, based upon his own wickedness. He's going to go out the same way. He's gonna get the same treatment, the same way he's treated these other nations, okay? Especially the nation of Israel. He's gonna have to pay for that. He's gonna have to answer for that, okay? Because we are the people of the Most High, all right? So he has to answer for that.